Hey folks, it's Richard. I just want to let you know that Hello, This is the Doomed Show is coming up on episode 300. We would love to hear from you. So doomedmoviethon@gmail.com is the email. You can write in, or if you want to record an audio message in MP3 form or whatever, do this before May 1st. So episode 300, write to us. Ask us about specific movies you want opinions on, or directors, or genres of movies. Get those cool NFT Bitcoin tips. We'll hook you up. doomedmoviethon@gmail.com. And that deadline is May 1st. On with the show.
The demon dog, the black dog, the dog of darkness. Sometimes he runs with backward pointed feet. Sometimes he is ablaze, sometimes he is headless. But even a glimpse of the beast in his true form will send a man to hell.
Everything is ready, my darling. Do not be afraid. Soon we'll be together again.
This sandwich tastes as dry as hell.
Oh. Hello and welcome to Hello, This is the Doom Show. I am Richard. Folks, doggone it. We're going to the dogs. I am Richard, but I'm here with Jeffrey.
Are you ready for a Halloween howler at 9 p.m. on CBS 7, the CBS Tuesday night movie?
Yep, I am actually ready.
Good.
Yes, so we are talking about Devil Dog, The Hound of Hell from 1978. This is a televised movie presentation.
That's like a motion picture, but made for the TV, which means it's exactly the same. It's just smaller.
Just much smaller, much more tasteful in its nudity. So yes, this is from director Curtis Harrington, whose career is kind of blowing my mind a little bit.
Oh yeah, Curtis Harrington is a queer filmmaking icon, the director of Night Tide, Queen of Blood, What's the Matter with Helen, Ruby, and when he was slumming it a bit in the 70s, he did movies like Devil Dog, The Hound of Hell, How Awful About Alan, The Dead Don't Die, and Killer Bees, which he's really proud of Killer Bees. He's not proud of the other ones, but he loves Killer Bees.
The Dead Don't Die.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It is I believe it's a Haitian zombie movie.
Oh, okay. Dead Don't Die. I know him best from Dark Room. I don't remember the 2 episodes of Dark Room that he directed, but as a kid, I was very, 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 very scared of Dark Room when it came on TV because the intro was, I think, still pretty eerie to this day. Big fan of that show in terms of I remember it.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, so purely nostalgic. It has never been properly released at all, of course. But good old James Coburn hosted all 16 episodes before it was canceled.
Curtis Harrington is really awesome. Besides the films, he also had collaborations and friendships with people like Kenneth Anger. He's in at least one of Kenneth Anger's films.
That's cool.
And he's just a really interesting curmudgeonly personality. There is a 15-minute audio interview with him on the Shriek Show Blu-ray, which I will give you some great trivia from later on.
I'm excited about that.
That's where I learned that he loves he's most proud of Killer Bees and that the bees were great to work with.
I love it. This was written by Eleanor and Stephen Karpf.
Yeah.
That is an awesome last name.
So they worked on a couple other notable horror TV movies, Gargoyles in particular, as well as Terror in the Sky. I haven't seen either of those. I've been meaning to see Gargoyles for years. But...
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
They also created the soap opera Capital from 82 to 87, which ran for over 1,200 episodes. Never heard of this. Never heard of it.
That's so funny. I mean, like, but how long was Dark Shadows on for? Like,
Not
hundreds
as long
and
as
hundreds.
that. Yeah.
Good Lord, it's crazy.
Notably, the music here is by Artie Kane, who did the music for Eyes of Laura Mars, Looking for Mr. Goodbar, and
nice.
MST3K classic, The Bat People.
Ooh, you know what's so amazing about the Bat People? I like it. And
Me
I've
too.
never seen the MST3K version.
Oh,
It's another episode of theirs that I like. There's stuff that they've covered, especially the more recent episodes, that I'm like, no. I need to see that film before. That's what I did with Pod People. I've still not seen the MST3K. I'm going to do it.
You should.
But a film like The Bat People, I would have watched that in an instant. But luckily, I actually watched it and was quite a fan. It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, Artie Kane. What was the first thing you said he did? I'm sorry.
He did the Eyes of Laura Mars.
Speaking of Eyes of Laura Mars, I gifted Brad the wonderful vinyl of that soundtrack years ago.
Nice.
That is a freaking wonderful, wonderful movie and a great score. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't do more work, really. I mean, he's contributed to the soundtracks of many, many films.
Yeah.
But in terms of being the sole composer, not as many things as you'd think.
We are going to play a wonderful... you know what? Screw it. I'm going to play both. I found 2 TV spots for this. One from America and one from what sounds like the UK. And let's just rock these funky joints.
Ow, ow!
Tuesday, meet Mike and Betty, the average American couple with 2 kids and Lucky, the family dog. Only one thing is wrong.
Some evil power has moved into my house. It's taken over my wife, my children.
It's a Halloween you'll never forget. Devil Dog, the Hound of Hell, Tuesday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain, right after the paper chase.
Isn't he something?
He's a brand new puppy, yet possessed by an evil from long ago.
You know, I think you're crazy.
Thursday, macabre mystery makes its presence felt.
Even a glimpse of the beast.
Surprising suspense hurls you into the unexplained.
Children!
Yvette Mimeo and Richard Crenna.
Hey, don't you see? It's them. It's my wife, my kids, that dog.
In the tradition of the Amityville Horror comes the TV premiere of Devil Dog, 8:30 Thursday.
Did this get on a VHS tape?
One has to imagine.
I forgot to look it up. Oh, yes.
Sure
video
this does have great cover art.
Oh, my God. Spoils his final form, though. Oh, that's too small to read. Damn it, I should have looked this up first. eBay, come to my rescue. Okay, here we go. This is not as short as the one I wanted to read. Richard Crenna, the Flamingo Kid, and Yvette Mimieux, Behringers, star in this eerie tale of the supernatural and the occult as man faces off against a best friend who has become evil itself. Immediately after the Barry family acquires a new puppy, odd things begin to happen. Their maid warns the family that the puppy is possessed, and she mysteriously dies. Did I mention spoiler alert? Mike, Crenna, and his daughter are caught in a violent storm. The dog saves Bonnie, but leaves Mike to fend for himself. What? Betty, Mimieux, and her children partake in secret occult memories and team up against Mike. When Mike learns that their dog is a Barghest, a monstrous dog who has captured the souls of his family, he travels to Ecuador to find out how to exorcise the monster. With his newfound knowledge, Mike confronts the devil dog and they engage in a harrowing and fiery fight to the finish. Devil Dog, the Hound of Hell, is a chilling tale of demonic horror. Man against animal, man against the... I can't read that because the person's flash on eBay covered up the last word.
No. So that's all pretty accurate. Particularly
what was the storm part?
My favorite line there is where they allude to a dog being man's best friend, but they just say a best friend. Like, man's got a couple other friends who maybe rank slightly higher.
That videotape was from Lightning Video, of course, the wonderful Lightning Video.
Naturally.
Beautiful. Always the sign of quality, those guys.
Should we talk about our cast a little bit here?
Yes, let's talk about this cast, please.
So we got Richard Crenna as our lead. He of The Evil, Death Ship, Leviathan, and the Flamingo Kid, right?
Sure. What a career.
In terms of why Richard Crenna did this movie, Curtis Harrington had this to say. He needed money.
Yeah. Richard Crenna returning to the Doom show, his triumphant return because he was in The Evil, which was a childhood trauma of mine that I absolutely love to this day. But yeah, he did that and Devil Dog the same year.
Oh my gosh, wow.
And then Death Ship was 1980, which I love Death Ship. Speaking of movies I probably shouldn't have watched when I was 5 or 6. Very scary stuff. I love it.
Well, everyone says of Richard Crenna, he was a very nice man.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah. Then we got, of course, Yvette Mimieux.
She's back.
She of Snow Beast. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Scream
Oh.
Queen of the little screen. She's also very notable in genre film history for being the original Weena in The Time Machine.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think she aged at all between The Time Machine and this. She looks so...
She looks really good,
is gorgeous in this movie. Oh my God. She was also in The Black Hole, which is a childhood favorite of mine, and also a movie that I think is an adult favorite too. I freaking love The Black Hole. What a movie.
Nice. Then we got Kim Richards and Ike Eisenman. They are playing siblings here. And they also played siblings in the Witch Mountain movies. Speaking of, somewhat troubling Disney movies. And Ike, I don't know if he really did much, but Kim Richards is well known for being one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
God. She's contributing to what we call capital C culture. All right.
Yeah.
No,
with Devil Dog, Hound from Hell.
Ike, he was a voice actor in a bunch of really cool anime. He did additional voices in Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, which is a stone cold classic right there.
Good,
did some voices in GoBots Battle of the Rock Lords. Yeah, I just said that. It's not really
the classic GoBots.
I did have GoBots as a kid. Fun story. I was burning GoBots in my bedroom with matches, and my mom and dad caught me, and I didn't have a great night.
You were burning them, and Ike Eisenman's voice came out of them saying, "Help me!"
Why you be killing me? But yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg, because there's some other great people in this frickin' cast.
Well, R.G. Armstrong is the person I want to highlight. He plays one of the Satanists in this film, the one who gives from the back of his puppy cart our family their little puppy.
Yeah.
He's in Race with the Devil, The Car, The Pack, Evil Speak, The Beast Within, Children of the Corn, and most notably, he plays Prune Face in Dick Tracy.
Crazy. That's so crazy. I like to call Dick Tracy the montage movie. If you took every montage out of Dick Tracy, it'd be 30 minutes long. It's so funny.
I love it. You know how Warren Beatty is just holding hostage the rights to Dick Tracy, and that he has been since this movie came out?
Of course he is.
The way he does it, he can't just hold on to the rights by paying money. He has to produce Dick Tracy content every number of years. So what he does is he has a TCM special where he appears as himself, Warren Beatty, but also appears and is interviewed by the hosts as Dick Tracy. And this counts, and he's able to hold on to the copyright.
How have I never heard of this? This is hilarious.
It's amazing. I just love TCM's complicity in it too. They're just yeah, we'll help you with this scheme, Warren.
Wow. Just wow. I, of course, want to talk about Martine Beswick. She is our Satanist pal in this movie. And she is awesome. I love her. She's a Bond girl.
Yes.
Playing two different characters in two different Bond movies. But she was the Sister Hyde of Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde.
Oh, yes.
Which I've still never seen. I'm ashamed of myself.
I love that one. It's great.
Damn. She was also in From a Whisper to a Scream. Trancers 2, speaking of Unseen by Me, I'm very excited. I just got the Blu-ray of Trancers 2. She was also Zaviria Hollander in The Happy Hooker Goes Hollywood. Is that the main character? Yes, that is the main character.
There you go.
Folks, hold on while we go watch that and cover that real quick.
Yes.
We're a pair of happy hookers ourselves.
Oh, she's also in Seizure.
Oh, shit.
Oliver Stone's Seizure. Yeah, she's like the main woman in that. What's her name? The Queen? Yeah.
Nice. That's crazy. But yeah, dude. Great cast. Just stacked cast. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're going to jump into this plot. So the movie starts in, and I wrote in my notes, Lakeland, Florida, because I saw a sign that says Lakeland Kennel, but it's Lakeland, like California. Probably. We get the smiling Satanist lady, played by Martine Beswick. Her character's name is Red-Haired Lady in this. According to IMDb, that sounds interesting. Yeah. She and her goons want to frickin' adopt a dog, a very specific dog. When they get there, she asks the kennel owner, "How much is that doggy in the kennel?" Woo, woo.
Just that dog. It's perfect.
They want a dog that's a good breeding stock that's already had some puppies. They don't want some virgin dog. It has to be an impure dog. Mm-hmm. I mean, they didn't say that. But
it's implied. One of the goons here is wearing these ill-fitting aviator sunglasses. Hold on to that. We'll return to it later.
Nice. I love that they pay frickin' $5,000 in 1970s money for this dog. Because the guy's like, "Oh, I could breed this dog. I really love this dog." And of course, because they're Satanists, the dog's afraid of them.
And because they're Satanists, they're rich.
That's right. Because material things are easy when you got the devil on your side. So they buy the dog, and then Jeffrey, they have a ritual. Tell me about it.
Yeah, they have a bit of a summoning circle in a hack-o'-lantern type Satanist barn with Lady, the dog.
Oh, man. If only High Pike had been there.
If only. I mean, it's pretty good already, but that would elevate it. So they're all there. Martine and her two goons. This is at night, and the one goon with the aviator sunglasses has a funny reveal where we see he's still wearing the sunglasses indoors. They throw some like popper firecrackers on the ground. Lady doesn't like that.
Nope.
They keep saying things like "send the beast" and start chanting Barghest, which sounds like bark, like the sound a dog makes with EST at the end. Barkest.
Send us the barkinest doggy.
We also see that the Satanists, and this is not very Satanist of them, if you ask me, they're holding candles. That's cool. But they have tinfoil wrapped around the candle bottoms to protect them from any wax drippings. That's not very hardcore. I missed
that. Oh my God. These are weak Satanists here.
Once they summon the Barcast, though, the forest turns red, which is a pretty cool, like the forest around the barn. Yes. And then, this is actually legitimately pretty cool. We get kind of a very lackadaisical Evil Dead camera of the beast coming to mate with Lady. It's a cool opening sequence, I gotta say.
It's really good.
Send the beast. Send him now. Send him now. Barghest. Come. Barghest. Come. Barghest.
The next day, we have the saddest moment of the movie. We meet Mike and Betty Barry. He's picking her up from work. What is his job? Is he like a... what the hell is his work?
I don't know. I know what her job is.
Corporate something. She works at the VA, and she works with traumatized GIs, and she's helping them with an art class, getting them out of their shells.
Art therapy, yeah.
Yeah, and she's really sweet and wonderful. It's hilarious when she turns on them later, but whatever. Get to that when we get to that. So they're teasing each other about going on a date, and they're on their way home, and then they find their dog, Skipper, lying dead in the street. And I wrote in my notes, "Oh, Skipper, we hardly knew ye. Wait a minute, how long has the body been there?" Because, of course, when they're picking the dog up off of the street, it's completely stiff, like completely solid sculpture of a dog they built for this. Because, of course, not a real dog.
They live on a very sleepy neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The neighbor runs out. He's such a sweet guy. This is George. He is played by Lou Frizzell. And he says he chased down the people but lost them. They had a black station wagon, and which we know that the Satanists at the beginning of the movie, that's what they drove up to the kennel in. Mm-hmm. And the Satanists are going to be back a whole bunch in this movie. So, wait. Are they? No. Is that a joke?
Well, I mean, you see one of them again. Is, yeah. We got RG Armstrong coming back.
There you go. He comes back. Yes. He's Vegetable Man. We'll get to him. Bonnie, the daughter, totally traumatized. They've canceled her birthday, and they're talking to her, trying to calm her down. And they ask her, like, well, let's get another dog. And she's so offended. She says the best line in this whole thing.
If something happened to me, could you just say, we'll get another daughter?
Maybe.
Maybe we would. Especially if she's a child actor, we can make money off of her.
I wish there was a scene right after this, like as part of the birthday celebration. They try to bury the dog in a shoebox. Like if they just were trying really hard to fit it into one of Dad's old shoebox, and like it just won't fit. It's so stiff.
You can tell we're cat people when we make that joke.
I like the idea of somebody trying to bury a dog in a. It's like that's not gonna work.
So luckily, her brother's trying to cheer her up, and they go out that day to go on a little bike ride, and that's when the fruit and vegetable man pulls up, and but he also has puppies.
The other vegetable.
And there's this whole thing where he's a good Satanist. He's very playing into the whole. You don't have to ask your parents, but yeah, I guess it would be good if you checked with them. But I'm going to see a lot more kids today. They'll give these puppies away.
Also, this puppy cost $5,000.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he gives her the dog, and he skedaddles as soon as the kids are convinced to take this puppy, who we'll find out is named Lucky by Bonnie in a minute. This guy hauls ass to leave this satanic pup. It's amazing.
They didn't pay R.J. Armstrong for more than a day's work, so he had to get out of there.
No, not at all. Not at all. We have a great bit where George, the neighbor, brings over his dog named, I wrote in my notes, Fritz a bunch of times, but Leah said it's Prince.
No.
Brings over this huge dog. I don't know if it's a Great Dane or a Marmaduke dog or whatever. Enormous. It's like a human on all fours. Giant dog. And of course, Lucky the puppy puts the whammy on him and scares him.
He puts the eye whammy on him, right?
Oh yeah, we got glowy eyes, killer dogs. Maria the maid is no fan. She takes one look at this frickin' dog and is like, "Fuck this dog.
Like, we gotta sage this puppy."
Yep. Maria is played by Tina Menard, who was a very prolific actress. She's in so much stuff. It's crazy. Lou Frizzell, 77 credits, all kinds of TV. Like, name a frickin' 70s TV show, and he had an episode. Amazing. Maria, while she's left alone with the dog, is trying to, pray so that she can protect the family. She lights a candle and immediately bursts into flames and dies. Very sad. We miss Maria already.
If only she had wrapped some tinfoil around the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Right around that candle. Would have saved her life.
Satanists know what's up.
The family recovers very well. I guess it's a year later. A year later, they recover from Maria's untimely demise.
I mean,
But
to be
now-
fair, they recovered within 5 minutes. This family is not affected by death all that much.
The bounce back berries. But now that Lucky's all grown up as a very strapping young puppy dog, what is his powers? What does he get up to?
So he's got a lot of hypnotism. He just sort of stares at you and he can will you to do things. Notably, this is in a scene where I guess they're trying to like fix the lawnmower that's on the fritz or something, or on the prince, as we say.
Yes.
The blades of this lawnmower are up in the air in a very dangerous way.
Oh my God.
And in the best scene of the movie, we have Lucky willing Richard Crenna to sort of put his hand into the now spinning blades of the lawnmower. And it's edited so well. It just cuts back and forth between the dog. It's sort of from the perspective of Richard Crenna. He's looking at the spinning lawnmower blades, looks at the dog, looks at the blades, and the music is out of control here. It's so good.
Dude, that's wonderful. Wonderful stuff.
The Blu-ray has this as the menu video, and they just play the entire scene, which is so long, and then loop it. Suffice it to say, he does not put his hand into the lawnmower blades. He's able to resist the hypnotic urge. And then the funniest part is that Lucky is just like, all right, and trots away, like, better luck next time.
Yeah, you win this round, Dad. Oh my God, it's so good. Next thing you know, the kids are up to some mysterious nighttime shenanigans. They're running around with candles and acting sketchy. And of course, they go up into the attic to do something. We don't see what they're up to till later. But then the next day or whenever, who knows what the timeline is in this freaking movie, Mom is in the kid's bedroom and she's looking at their little art book and everything. And she knocks over what looks like a can of paint. But it's blood. And while she's cleaning it up, the kids come in and she's like, what is this? This looks like blood. And they're like, no. And their attitudes are immediately like complete shifts of character. No gradual turning evil, just shitheads immediately. So much so that Lucky has to like nudge Charlie to be like, bro, be cool. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. We'll clean this up. Wonderful.
So, first of all, these children are, I think, a little bit too old to be sharing a bedroom at this point in their lives. Like they're entering the teen phase.
I think they're across the hall from each other.
Oh, okay. They don't share the same bedroom?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
this was his room. This was Charlie's room.
Okay. So in Charlie's room, we do have one great detail. I'm looking at it right now. There is it appears to be a framed Peanuts print on the back wall. Ooh. It's the characters from Peanuts, the Peanuts, playing baseball or like kind of standing around a dugout. But the really cool thing is that it's sort of in like these muted pastel colors and there's no black line work. So it's just the like blobs of color in the shape of the characters. It's really cool. I need to find that print.
It almost sounds like an animation cell, like the back side of an animation cell.
You know what?
The way you describe it.
Yeah, that's certainly the vibe it's given off. Nice.
Weird. I did not notice it.
I think he also has a big stack of National Geographic. That has a yellow spine, right? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah. He's got a nice collection of those.
Come on, parents. We know what those are for. Speaking of looking for things I could not find later from this movie, Mom is reading a red book, and I could not find the issue. I was not eagle-eyed enough to find out what the topics covered on Redbook. But what happens while Mom is having some mom time?
When Mom's having some mom time on the moss-colored and textured carpet, sitting in a big old wingback chair, we have Lucky approaching to do a little bit more. Well, in this case, it's not hypnotism. It's more just being a creep. We do another great editing job where we're cutting back and forth between Mom trying to read another sentence or two and when she looks up, Lucky's just a little bit closer, his tongue lolling stupidly out of his mouth. As opposed to the lawnmower scene, this one just has ambient room sound. So even though Lucky looks really sweet and not menacing at all, it feels kind of menacing nevertheless. Yeah. She eventually
documentary style
runs out of the room and is pursued by very meek Lucky. One thing that Curtis Harrington mentions in his interview about this film is that he was really upset with the dog. He didn't like working with this dog because this dog was too nice. They wanted to make this dog look evil and menacing, and it was just a sweet little German Shepherd.
So what Lucky has apparently done is turned Betty to naughty Betty because when Mike comes home from work, he's so apologetic about working too late, and she's standing in the backyard creepily staring at him and smoking a cigarette, and immediately suggests that they go and skinny dip and do other things in their neighbor George's pool. Like,
George won't mind.
Let's go ruin his pool. After this frolicking, the cut is really funny because George is trying to clean his pool. And Prince, the dog, is barking his head off. And, of course, evil Betty stops by, now that she's mean, to tell him, your dog barking too much. Why don't you put him to sleep because he's got doggy dementia or something? Cracks me up. So funny. And then the next thing you know, our pal Prince is dead. Very sad.
Rest in peace to a prince.
He's been torn to shreds, according to... there's no blood in this movie at all, other than the blood that the kids had in the jar. Yeah. And he's been torn to shreds, and of course George thinks, or just knows, that Lucky did it. And he's talking about how he wants to shoot the dog. And my other favorite line of the movie is, again, Bonnie... Don't you hurt our dog. I'll kill you, you old creep.
I want that dog destroyed.
That dog was locked up in the house all night.
Don't you hurt our dog. I'll kill you, you old creep.
Bonnie, stop that. Stop that.
Just because
Charlie, stay out of this. Both of you, stop it, both of you.
Beautiful. And then, of course, my favorite scene of the movie, speaking of this overly nice dog... George, of course, is going to die. He's been marked for death by Lucky the Wonder Pup of Satan. And we have to have a menacing shot of the dog creepily walking around the pool at night. But the dog apparently was walking incorrectly for it to look menacing. So you just see the shot of the dog's feet as he's walking along the pool. And I think they are like leading the dog to make him walk slower. Mm-hmm. And it looks really unnatural. The dog is like, what do you want me to do here? So funny. It's so funny.
Apparently, again, he was a very well-behaved, nice dog, but all they could really do is use this little ball toy to make him look in a certain direction. So that's mostly the acting you get from Lucky, is looking.
Oh, man. Related to this, I love the way they treat the animals in this. There's no like scene of like, ooh, that dog is unhappy, or that cat looks like he's being menaced by someone off camera. Because the one thing I didn't like about Zoltan, the Dracula's dog, that movie, the dogs, he possesses some other dogs, I think, and they all get fitted with these fake teeth to make them look like they're snarling all the time.
Oh yeah.
And these poor dogs are just drooling and drooling. I'm like, no, that's not nice.
Well,
I do like that movie other than that.
Of course. We still must say, as if it's not obvious enough, this movie does not pass the does the dog die test. Not at all.
Which, hey, folks, if you watch Italian horror and Spanish horror, you're relieved that the dog is obviously not getting killed for real, and you don't care anymore because the animal's safe, presumably.
Presumably.
Laws were different then. Anyway, so now we've got Mom's always horny all the time, keeping Dad happy, but he's worried about Charlie and Bonnie. So Charlie, according to, this is Miles, the guidance counselor / English teacher. This is Ken Kirchhovel. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But yeah, 71 credits. Wonderful. Lots of TV stuff. I think everybody was on Walker, Texas Ranger at some point. He was absolutely on an episode of Murder, She Wrote. Hell yes. Highway to Heaven. Ooh. Anyway, so he comes by to talk about Charlie, whose grades are fine, but it's not about grades. It's about him being a little tyrant. He's won the school election by falsely accusing the kid who was definitely going to win with a stolen watch scenario. And Bonnie has turned into a little shithead. She's now stealing and getting in trouble and just being just an ass. And Betty takes umbrage with this. She can't handle any of this bullshit, and she throws Miles out and then goes and seduces him. She puts on the sexiest dress that you can get in the color brown because it's the 70s.
The sexiest dress in Lakeland, Florida.
Lakeland, California. She totally, just within 3 seconds of being caught in her lie of where she was, she just tells Mike, well, yeah, I freaking seduced him to help Miles out. I mean, to help Charlie out. And of course, he's appalled by this. The problem is, our pal Mike wants to go talk to Miles and sort this shit out. So he leaves to go over there, but bad news for Miles. What happens?
Bad news for Miles. He's visited in his window at night by Devil Dog Dracula. Oh boy. So the thing is, Lucky assumes an ultimate form, and this ultimate form is an entirely different dog that has what could be best described as like feather boa hair. It's like just a shock of hair that just sort of like wiggles around. It's like you replace the dog with a Liberace dog, and that's what this dog looks like.
It's crazy.
The appearance of Devil Dog Dracula Liberace in Miles's window sends him running into the street, directly into an oncoming car. Yep. He's dead.
I love the smoke machine and the colorful lights and everything, and the dog's superimposed over this. Because here he's bigger than a normal dog, but later he's going to be real big. It's freaking amazing.
The other thing about these special effects scenes is that the quality of the film gets way, way worse.
Holy shit. It's hilarious. It's like when you're watching a movie that they use that early chroma key stuff, like Hausu from 77. They use a lot of that video effects, so the movie's shot on the movie's shot on film, but then the effects shots are done with video.
Right.
And then once they were done, then they filmed the video and then spliced it back into the movie. It looks crazy. It's like, what happened? And that's absolutely what's happening here. But they're doing it so early, like
much earlier in the scene than it should be. It's not just for the special effects shots.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if the print they had some issues from it, because it looks so bad.
It is really striking in the Blu-ray. It just is. We're transplanted into an entirely different movie.
The copy of a copy of a copy.
Yes.
This is General Electric Performance Television, a revolutionary new set from the same people who brought you the first home television receiver and the first receiver to use the Emmy-winning VIR color signal. This is the widescreen 1000 with a picture 3 times bigger than a 25-inch diagonal set. Come see why, no matter what size picture you want. You'll want GE Performance TV.
Mike goes to his doctor and asks for a complete physical checkup to make sure he's not going insane. Because he wants to rule out any physical manifestation that's making him like go crazy. So once his doctor gives him the okay, then he's like, all right, then this is real. I thought that was very strange. Filler scene, loved it.
He also is growing even more alienated from his family. Like when he tells them about Miles's death, which he witnessed, they laugh. He's like, got anything to say? And I believe his son says, yeah, nobody flunks English now.
Dude, that's so annoyingly evil. Like, I actually got angry too when I saw that part. I was like, damn, That kid sucks. The weirdest thing is Dad needs to prove that his kids are possessed by some evil thing. So do you understand the mirror sequence?
No, except I guess if you are evil and under the influence of Devil Dog, your skin looks real bad in a mirror.
And this never comes up again. This just happens this one time where he leans over Bonnie while she's sleeping, puts a mirror in front of her, and she gets this horrible acne-looking face. Very strange. And then out of nowhere, and folks at home, this is not a statement on this movie, I was very tired, and I was starting to drift, and Leetta had to keep waking me up. Bless her heart. And the next thing I know, Mike is in Ecuador.
Yep, as you do.
He's in Ecuador to research the
Barcast.
The Bargist? Yes, the Barcast. The barkingest dog that ever was. And I just got that he stares at some ancient cave art that is exposed to the elements. It's like totally like just on the side of a rock wall, not really in a cave. I don't know how it's survived so well. Exposed to the elements like it is. But then he gets inspired. He gets the power to stop this dog and goes back. What happens in this showdown, Jeffrey?
So, yeah, I mean, like up until I'm totally agreeing with you, by the way, about it getting kind of sleepy here at about the 1 hour mark.
Sure.
Because he has like, and we skipped over it and totally, understandably so. He like has meetings with a whole bunch of different people who give him more information about the bar guest. He meets with this woman in her library. Then in Ecuador, he meets with this like shaman and they're telling him more and more information. It's sometimes like a little bit funny. Like I think the woman at one point tells him when he shows her an image, the bar guest, she says, pity it's not a one-eyed devil. They're not the brightest. Because it's a three-eyed devil. That's different,
Oh, God, I must have been really asleep. Oh, my God, I missed the best fucking line of the movie.
I mean, so, like, that stuff is pretty funny, but it's, it's still just kind of drawn out until our final confrontation. Because you're right. Yes. He goes to Ecuador. He has that shaman meeting. He gets the power from a mountain or whatever. And then he confronts Lucky in a factory setting. I'm not even sure exactly where they are. Do you know? It's a factory.
It's just, maybe it's connected to his work.
Yeah, ambiguous work. When he's off the clock being dad, he works at factory.
I go to job.
And Feather Boa Liberace Lucky once again appears, snarling smoke, much bigger. He's like kaiju size now.
Oh, I love it so much. He's such a big pupper.
The quality once again drops radically for the special effects shot. But it's not just Liberace Lucky that is a special effect, because we also have Dad's glowing light hand, which he uses to combat the giant Lucky. Actually, I do have to point out, because again, I'm watching it as ever as we are talking, and there is a great in-camera special effect here. As Dad is approaching his final confrontation in the factory, he walks towards the camera, and behind him is a moodily lit like silo, like like one of those big circular things, and it's got a staircase that's running up it. And then we have the silhouette of the dog, Nosferatu style, walking in front of it. It is a direct nod to Nosferatu here in this movie. I totally missed it last time. How fun.
Dogsferatu.
The dog is holding someone's holding its paw up like this to make it all creepy. So yeah, he combats Lucky with his palm. I like to imagine they just smeared some peanut butter on his palm and covered it up with a light effect. And this makes Lucky explode into flames. Well, he turns into a demon man. He turns into that very wise three-eyed demon in this confrontation.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is what we've all been waiting for. It's a big special effects blowout to bring us some closure.
The very ending is when the family's packing for a trip. Everyone's nice again. Hopefully Mom is still horny, but the kids are nice now. And as they're leaving for vacation, Charlie's like, "Hey, Dad, what about the other 9 puppies that were in the back of that truck?" And I get that Well, I don't know. Guess some other families are totally fucked, and then off they go on vacation.
Richard Crenna says, "Forget about it, Charlie. It's Lakeland, Florida.
And folks, that is the entire plot of frickin' Devil Dog, Hound of Hell, including the stuff I slept through.
It's fine. It's a television movie. You're supposed to sleep through it a little bit.
That's right. Tell me all about the trivia from our fun director here.
Okay, so first off, the Shriek Show Blu-ray has way more special features than you'd think. Really, it's only got like 2, but one of them is like an hour and 13 minutes of interviews.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I did not make it through that whole thing. I did listen to most of the interview with Curtis Harrington to recap some of the things he says. First of all, he's super surly throughout the entire interview. It's so funny.
Love it.
The interviewer is like asking him these questions. He's like, I don't want to answer that. So he did this because he needed the money. He thought it was ridiculous when he read the script. That's a direct quote. He didn't know how to fix it, in fact, because it was so ridiculous. The dog was very difficult, though a good boy. He wanted to use a Rottweiler, but was told they're not intelligent enough.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. He was asked by the interviewer, who speaks in like a monotone the whole time, was there anything demonic that happened on set? And he just responds by saying, absolutely nothing.
What a great question.
He says,
denied.
The only good scene is the lawnmower scene, as we noted. And he says, it was only due to my direction. Then
I won't take that away from him, but no, that is the best scene in a fun, good movie.
He's then asked, did the film turn out how you planned it? And he responds, no, not at all. The producer put not one dime into it. And the special effects wouldn't scare a mouse. And he ends by saying the film shouldn't have been done at all.
Wow. Holy shit. That's amazing.
Then moving on to the video interviews, we have the producer, Jerry Zeitman, who's the one who didn't put more than a dime into it. He is much more positive about the film. He even goes on to say that because of the ending where we learn all of the, there's all those other puppies out there, 9 other puppies in that litter. He says, well, there's a potential to make 9 sequels or remakes.
9 sequels.
So 9 sequels or remakes, he said. And he said, hey, anything's possible. We could even do this now in 2011 because, quote, people love little terrors, end quote. Jerry Zeitman,
he's not wrong,
he talks about some other projects that he was planning that he is like in the process of making, none of which got made. He is a famous Hollywood agent. He worked with a lot of really famous people, but he only produced 11 projects during his career, notably this and the adaptation of a Roger Zelazny story, Damnation Alley.
Oh,
yeah, that's
nice.
a pretty famous one. So he got these 2, and that's about it. The next interview is with Kim Richards in her Beverly Hills house, which already she's given off Housewives of Beverly Hills vibes. This is, I think, a few years before that, but she is very funny. She talks about adopting one of the puppies, naming him, quote, Max Doobie. She wanted to name the dog Doobie, but, that's got some connotations. So she was worried that her dad wouldn't like it. So she named him Max Doobie, the Doobie being silent. And she also just throws in that she had to give this puppy up because dad sold the beach house and we couldn't take him back to the real house. Weird stuff going on in their life.
That is terrible.
She also
no wonder she was on a reality show.
She also mentions working for Curtis Harrington, and she says she basically doesn't remember anything about him, that he wasn't and this is direct quote, he wasn't strong, so take of that what you will.
134-ish episodes of Real Housewives. This lady, bless her heart.
So it was at about that point that I stopped watching the video interviews. I don't know who else was interviewed. Probably no one interesting. But that's my trivia, and I think all that's good stuff.
The one piece of trivia I got here from IMDb is that the film was inspired by the episode "The Devil's Platform" from the TV series Kolchak, the Night Stalker.
Oh. They
could not get permission to adapt that storyline to a feature length, so they decided to write something new. And Tom Skerritt was supposed to be in this, but he turned it down to go work with Ridley Scott on some dumbass movie called Alien.
Oops, what a blunder he made.
Richard Crenna probably called him and said, "Dude, please, I need money. Don't take this role." But yeah, that's all the trivia we have for this beast. How do you feel about this one, dude?
Well, you know me. I love a sleepy time, Yvette Mimieux starring TV film. Man. So this one works pretty well for me. I do think that first hour is definitely the most engaging part. When he starts going on his quest of learning about the Barghest and how to defeat the Barghest, on paper, I think it works for me. And in practice, it's just a little bit too drawn out. We need a little bit more Dick Tracy montage there, if you catch my drift. But otherwise, great film. Love it.
I know what it needed. Shortened research to find out how to defeat it. Like, just let frickin' Richard Crenna do the local library thing, and then have the Devil Dog, like, we see what the Devil Dog is making the kids do. Like, we see the whole scene with the watch at school, and we see Bonnie being a shithead instead of just hearing about it, and then like have the dog like taking out some of their friends.
Yeah, if they did if the family did more evil stuff, because what they do is like not super evil.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm not going to nitpick because I love it. It's great. Wonderful film. 5 stars.
Nice. I strongly liked this. I regret being so sleepy while watching it. Pacing issues aside, at the end, it's all just so freaking fun. I adore made-for-TV horror movies from the 70s and early 80s, as everybody should. If you're looking for more of these, check out the book by Amanda Reyes, Are You Alone in the House? Oh, excuse me. Are You in the House Alone? Where she reviews this and many other great made-for-TV ones. Does the Blu-ray have that horrible sound issue? The version I was watching had this weird background noise that sounded like a bubbling cauldron.
I did not notice that, so I think not.
Yeah, I have a funky copy. It literally sounded like someone was boiling a pot of water and just put a microphone and pointed it at it. It was very strange. It was through 30 minutes of the movie, at least, the sound. It was very obnoxious. Because I thought it was an effect, like, ooh, the tension's boiling over, literally. But then we were both like, Leanne and I were both like, I don't think that's supposed to be there.
Yeah, I will say that the Shriek Show Blu-ray, despite being from Shriek Show and despite being over 10 years old at this point, is quite good. It's one of their better ones.
Cool. So, question off the top of your head: can you think of some other made-for-TV horror movies that you are just a big fan of?
Ooh, off the top of my head.
Or feel free to use the off the top of the internet.
Yeah, let me just look up a list real quick, because if I forget something important,
be like,
I will be so sad. Okay, so we've got different levels of made-for-TV horror, right? Because you've got you've got the made-for-TV horror that's like big budget stuff that's like obviously good. You've got things like the various Stephen King adaptations, Salem's Lot, It. Those are great TV films, right? But those aren't exactly the same. You've got like classy stuff from England, like all of their wonderful like Ghost Stories for Christmas or Ghost Watch, the Stone Tape. All that great stuff. But that doesn't count. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about 70s made-for-TV horror. And there's stuff that everybody knows, like Trilogy of Terror or like the Night Stalker and Night Strangler films. Love those, of course. In terms of like stuff that people aren't too aware of, I like Moon of the Wolf is a good one. Are you familiar with that one?
I know of it. I have not seen it.
That one's really good. A great one is Bad Ronald. Are you familiar with Bad Ronald?
That has been avoiding me for years. I've always wanted to see it. I was mixing it up with what's the one where the kid has like this mutant gerbil at school, Monster High or something?
Oh, okay.
What is that one called?
I don't know. Horror High, you mean?
That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still have not seen Bad Ronald because of that.
Okay. It's a very different movie, let me tell you.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I love things like Killdozer, The House That Would Not Die, Home for the Holidays. I think you're a fan of that one. Yeah.
Brad is a big fan, yeah.
One I saw recently that was pretty good. It was released on Blu-ray, a not very good looking Blu-ray by Fred Olin Ray's company, whatever that company's called. Crowhaven Farm. That one was pretty cool. I like that a lot.
I've seen that.
Nice. Kino put out a few that are all really good, that look great. The Screaming Woman and Scream Pretty Peggy. Those ones are great thrillers. And there are other great ones from a little bit later on, like I'm thinking about the ones that say like Vinegar Syndrome put out on disc. Things like Are You in the House Alone, which is great.
Yeah.
There's so much good stuff. I mean, really, what I would suggest is buy that book by Amanda Reyes and just read it. Just read it and then watch everything.
Whatever appeals to you.
Two last ones, and these ones might be two of my favorites. Number one, Don't Go to Sleep from 1982. Yes, you familiar with that one?
Scary.
Oh my God, it's so scary. Horrifying imagery in that one. And then one of the best sequels of all time, When a Stranger Calls Back.
Oh yes.
Oh my
As
God.
covered on Hello, This is the Doom Show.
What an amazing movie. Those two movies, the original and the sequel, were ones I watched a lot as a kid.
Nice.
Just to mess me up. And rewatching them a couple of years ago, When a Stranger Calls Back, a masterpiece. One of the best sequels of all time.
Totally. Off the top of my head, not really. Summer of Fear.
Yes, I was going to mention
Linda
that one
Blair.
too, yeah.
Yes.
Early Wes
The
Craven.
Initiation of Sarah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Summer of Fear is an early Wes Craven, and it's an
Yes.
adaptation of a Lois Duncan novel. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Sure. I have still never read any of Lois Duncan stuff. I have I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I have her witchy book.
Yes.
The big one that she did that's about witches. I'm assuming she did one.
She has, is it Gallows Hill or Daughters of Eve, which is not really a witch book, but I don't know. There's a few that involve like witchy type things.
That's probably, I have one of those.
Okay.
Can't think of the title. And the shelves are way over there. Speaking of Wes Craven, Invitation to Hell.
Oh, yes.
Which is bonkers. I love The Initiation of Sarah.
Yes.
That was a movie I thought I had seen, and I bought the Blu-ray thinking it was something totally different, and mind blown. I loved it. I want to say I was mixing it up with Satan's School for Girls, which I also like. The Spell is really fun.
Yes.
Of course, we have two midnights. We got Midnight Hour.
Oh, yeah.
Which we need a Blu-ray. That DVD got squashed. I don't know how many lucky people got to buy that DVD back in the day before they realized they didn't have the rights to that music, and that thing disappeared.
Yeah,
fast.
that movie is never. I would say it's never getting a release, but then there are other movies like that where it's like, why would anybody pay all the money for those songs? Like Skate Town USA, that's on Blu-ray now. So
yeah, no shit.
It could happen. Who knows?
It could happen. We just have to wait till everything's in the public domain.
Yeah, there you go.
And the second midnight is, of course, Midnight Offerings, which is a great witchy teen movie. I love Midnight Offerings.
Yes.
And the last one is a purely nostalgic, holy shit, this scared me so bad as a kid. Dead of Night.
Yes.
Is that an anthology film?
I believe
with
so.
The story.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the story about the parents who they can't deal with the kid. He's cramping their style, so they get rid of the kid. Oh my God, that movie, that segment of that movie still scares me to this day. It's such a wonderfully delivered scare. And last, but maybe most least, is Nightmares, which I think was not made for TV. Was Nightmares theatrical? Because it feels like a TV.
So
movie.
it was a TV show. It was an anthology series that they didn't pick up. And so like Body Bags, they made it into a movie.
Oh,
I don't know if it was released theatrically. I don't know.
The most famous segment, of course, from Nightmares is Emilio Estevez versus a evil video game. Yeah. But just a great movie. A lot of fun. Very, 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 very good TV stuff. But that's it, dude. That's all I got.
Nice.
Well, folks, thanks for listening. Hopefully you are going to have some hot dogs and share them with your devil dog. And you're going to watch some frickin' made-for-TV horror.
Do it.
Jeffrey, thank you for being here.
I'm going to go fall asleep on the couch in Ecuador.
Yeah, I'm going to go look at the not at all preserved ancient art that's just on a slab of rock outside.
Ow.
That's how good those artists were.
Oh, yeah.
That they managed to use the perfect ink. I don't know how to end that. I don't know what else to say. Bye, everybody.
The perfect ink. Blood.
Folks, thanks so much for listening to this episode. If you'd like to write into the show, send an email to doomedmoviethon@gmail.com or hit us up at doomedmoviethon on Instagram or at doomedmoviethon on Twitter or at doomedmoviethon at Discord, or go to Hello This Is the Doomed Show on Facebook and message us there. If you want more Hello This Is the Doomed Show, go to doomedmoviethon.com and click the podcast button for the archive, or go to YouTube and look up Doomed Moviethon and you'll find the classic episodes of Hello, This Is the Doomed Show. And if that's still not enough, I have written some books, about my love of movies over on Amazon.com. Just look up Richard Glenn Schmidt and you'll find Giallo Meltdown, a Moviethon Diary, Giallo Meltdown 2, Cinema Somnambulist, or Doomed Moviethon, the book. Hello, This Is the Doomed Show is a proud member of the Legion Podcast Network. Go to legionpodcast.com and check out the other great shows over there.